morning, BodySlams podcast viewers, and I am your co-analyst. It seems like lately I've been your only analyst. Uh, I sent a Facebook message, a tweet out, a thread out, just letting people know I do have spots on the show if anyone wants to join in. I sent one over to our good friend, Mr. Pat Bernard from Devereaux Sports. Also, he's just probably just getting off the air right now for P&M in the AM. That's right, Pat and Mike at the Edge of Philly Sports on Facebook. You can find them. They are two professional wrestlers, retired indie wrestlers who talk Philly sports. If you like baseball, football, hockey, whatever, you can jump over there and tell them Chio sent you. Tell them I said hi and stuff. But with that being said, let's jump into a couple plugs out there that we got going on. And one of them just happens to be to give a quick shout out to our good friends out there in if you're a book reader out there and you don't mind straining your eyes, you might want to pick up these two little bad boys right here. The 3 Count, My Life in Stripes, as a WWE referee, Jimmy Corderas, and Class in Session from Teacher to Wrestler by Steve Hershowitz, aka Steve the Teacher. I actually have both of these books on my shelf. They're a good read, so do not hesitate to jump over to Amazon. They do have them on there, and get yourself a copy. And if you think you got what it takes to become a professional wrestler, and that's why you're here because you love professional wrestling, check out the 3 Legacies Wrestling Pro Wrestling Academy. That's right, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania on Centerville Road. You can hit them up through their website at 3legaceswrestling.com or contact them by email at the number 3 legaceswrestling at gmail.com. The head trainer there is former WWE alumni Jesus Ricardo Rodriguez, and you don't want to miss out on your opportunity to become a superstar like some of the graduates that has already made an appearance on some shows this year from the academy. Right there you have like around the first class there of students. And also, speaking of training, and if you had that urge, they do have a pro wrestling tryout. That's right, coming up August 6th. The entry fee is only $75. That's right. And they have 3 time slots: 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's right. You want to reserve your spot now. Space is limited to 10 spots per slot. So right there, you got 30 spots open for those 3 time frames there. 10 spots each. So do not hesitate. Reach out to 3 Legacies, get your spot, show them what you got, what it takes, and maybe you too can become the next 3 Legacies wrestling star. And not only that, check this out. The day before the tryout, August 5th, which is the same day as WWE SummerSlam on pay-per-view, you can join up at Whacker Brewing Company in Lancaster, Pennsylvania for wrestling trivia. That's right, hosted by Ronnie Ramone. It's on Willow Street. It's in Willow Street, PA, but Lancaster, it's the same area sometimes, but yeah, August 5th from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And you could win tickets to the Red Rose Rumble. That's happening August 19th at the at the Clipper Magazine Stadium. That's right. And if you don't win tickets, you can still get tickets by going online to LancasterBarnstormers.com and get you, your family, and friends a whole host of tickets. Go there, show your support, bring your signs and everything. Buy the merchandise. And speaking of merchandise, that's right. You want to show your support for Three Legacies and the Red Rose. And I mentioned in the past before, they do have merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com. You got your 3 originals right here that they have on there. But this could be limited time only. You might want to cop this one. That's right. The Red Rose Rumble shirt, official one, on ProWrestlingTees.com. And if you want to switch it up, if you want to be a little different, why not this one with the whole host of stars that's on there? And each one of them you can see at the everyone on that shirt you will be able to see at the Red Rose Rumble August 19th in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And you can probably, meet up with them so they can autograph the back of your shirt or the front of it, wherever the case may be, wherever you like. Exclusively on ProWrestlingTees.com. And if you don't get it there, you might be able to get it at the event itself. But the problem is shirts go so fast by the time you get to it, they could be all sold out. So reserve yours now. Get it now on ProWrestlingTees.com for Three Legacies Wrestling merchandise. Hands down. Like I said, Pro Wrestling Tees does a great job with helping a lot of companies and wrestlers out there put their merchandise on sale. So do not hesitate to get your merch, get your tickets, sign up for the tryouts, go check out some trivia. What better way than to show your support for the wrestling community than joining into these group activities and having some fun. I already got some people in the chat room chiming in. My man, DB Richards, he's a good friend of the podcast here. Shout out to him, and as well as Dave Keener. And oh my God, we have a surprise from the man himself, who is the head trainer and who is the man to bring Three Legacies to Lancaster area, and that's Jesus Ricardo Rodriguez. Thank you for chiming in. I will get to Three Legacies Wrestling information momentarily, but I'm not gonna sleep on this since I am on the solo run here today with no co-host. I'm gonna jump into some SummerSlam stuff happening next week, and tune in. Like I said, when you go to that trivia, you might be able to watch the pay-per-view right there at the same time afterwards. But here we go. Let's kick this off with the SummerSlam Battle Royal. This is the biggest event of the summer. Just got a whole lot wilder. That's right. With the momentum going into SummerSlam, they announced a huge Battle Royal. And superstars will be battling tooth and nail for glory in the total free-for-all as they fight off attacks in every direction. A competitor will be eliminated when they are thrown over the top rope and both feet hit the ringside floor. And one of the fan favorites who already announced him going into this SummerSlam Battle Royal is Mr. L.A. Knight. I don't know who your pick is, but for sure, he's at the top of the list. And I don't know about y'all, but I said it time and time again. LA Knight reminds me of a mixture. I hate doing this, but a mixture of The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. People say you don't want to be referred to as, you remind me of this person. because they always want to be reminded as they are themselves, who they are. I'm not trying to be The Rock. I'm not trying to be Stone Cold. I'm LA Knight, and that's who he is. It just happens that's the persona he gives off that others perceive. And he's one of the front runners. I'm sure he's my pick in it. Other combatants has not been announced, but hopefully we would hear who else is all in it. But yeah, as of right now, he's the front runner. And moving along, brace yourself for this all-out anarchy as Cody Rhodes will once again lock horns with Brock Lesnar in a highly anticipated rubber match at SummerSlam. On Raw, after WrestleMania, Rhodes was suddenly ambushed by Brock Lesnar just before the Beast brutalized Rhodes into a shocking and uncomfortable degree, obliterating him with steel cheers. Yes, it was horrible. Yeah, I would not want to take any shots like that from Brock Lesnar. And then moving forward, at Backlash, the American Nightmare even the score when he overcame the Beast in an explosive showdown. The following night, however, Brock again attacked Rhodes as the American Nightmare was competing in a tournament to crown the World Heavyweight Champion. The Conqueror picked up the victory over Cody at WWE Night of Champions by applying the Kimura lock on his opponent's already broken arm and causing Rhodes to pass out from the pain. With each competitor having defeated the other, Rhodes issued an open challenge for Lesnar to return and tangle with him anytime, anywhere. On the July 3rd edition of Raw, Lesnar finally reemerged and kicked off an explosive brawl with Cody that ended with the American Nightmare hitting the Cody Cutter on the Beast and sending him out of the ring. Cody challenged Lesnar to a rematch at SummerSlam, and Lesnar responded by coming in the red brand and attacking Rhodes before putting him in the dreaded Kimura and not letting go in front of Cody's family. Now, I know Cody Rhodes is a fighter. It's in his blood, son of the American Dream. And first and foremost, doing it in front of the family, though, that just put an extra stamp of adrenaline rush through the veins of Mr. Rhodes. But hands down, time and time again, Brock has shown what kind of fortitude of intensity that he brings to the table when it comes down to it all. Like, for instance, he ended the streak. I mean, come on, people. This is Brock Lesnar. He held just about every title. He just destroys people. Like, will we one after this with Cody Rhodes? I'm sure, I'm almost guaranteed to see Brock Lesnar once again become a champion in WWE. So my pick going into that match will definitely be Brock Lesnar. Up next, we have Seth freaking Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, as he's putting his title on the line against Finn Balor. As SummerSlam World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins will go head-to-head against Balor. But he has to contend with, I don't know if they're going to be at ringside, the Senor Money in the Bank, Damian Priest, will be lurking in the shadows. Will the Judgment Day members be at ringside or what? But Damian Priest, will he cash in? I know there was some tension going on here. But we'll get on to that though. But at WWE Money in the Bank, Rollins overcame Balor in a hard-fought showdown for the World Heavyweight title, with Balor's fellow Judgment Day member Priest appearing mid-match with his newly captured Money in the Bank contract in hand, though the outcome of the match left a bad taste in the Prince's mouth. After the title matchup, Balor voiced his issues with Priest about what happened at the premiere live event. Priest fired back with he was only at ringside to intimidate Rollins before making it clear that he would be world champion sooner or later. As a result, speculation began to run wild over the weeks regarding the future of the Judgment Day. All speculations seemed to disappear on the July 10th edition of Raw. However, when Senior Money in the Bank and Balor worked together with Dirty Dominic Mysterio to execute a 3-on-1 attack on Rollins before working in perfect tag team precision to overcome the visionary and undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a 6-man tag team match, is the controversy truly over between members of the Dark faction? The following week, a refocused Balor launched a surprise attack on Rollins as the title holder was taking part in a sit-down interview, and it was only a matter of time before a rematch at SummerSlam was made. Will the tension between Balor and Priest resurface? Will Priest cash in despite his connection to the Prince? Or will Rollins continue his incredible run to once again reign supreme over his challenger? Yeah, there's a lot going on there with Judgment Day between Priest and Balor. I don't think Balor's going to be 100% going into this, trying to be focused about will Priest cash in on him as he's battling one-on-one with Seth freaking Rollins. Time will tell, but if everything goes as planned, I think we might see Seth Rollins walking out still your world heavyweight champion. I think definitely that Money in the Bank briefcase is going to become a big factor in this matchup. But you just got to tune in and find out, folks. And moving along forward, we got Ricochet taking on Logan Paul. This high flyer Ricochet will take on the Maverick. I'm sorry, I didn't mention that before. The Maverick, Logan Paul, in a matchup of Momentum Makers live at SummerSlam. Ricochet has captivated the WWE Universe for years with his explosive moves and gravity-defying leaps. But one superstar that is far from impressed is the arrogant Paul. As the self-proclaimed most viral superstar in WWE, Paul believes himself to be the king of content and won't rest until he defeats Ricochet to claim his throne. Will Ricochet put a stop to Paul, or will the Maverick walk out victorious? My money on this one has to be, hands down, I'm going with, by hook or crook, Logan Paul. I know he has not been on the scene as long as Ricochet had, but his skill set is out there. He is a athlete. Uh, so you don't want to forget that. And he reminds me a lot of, and I said this before in the past, time and time again, he reminds me of the legendary Art Barr from Los Gringos Locos down in Mexico when he was teaming up with Eddie Guerrero. So, but besides all that, I think Paul definitely has something to prove here against Ricochet because time and time again, Paul has been doing nothing but surprising us highly. So going into this match, Logan Paul's my pick. Folks, I don't know about you. You can place your picks. And if you have any, just put them in the comment section and we will get to that. And next, this is one definitely. I don't have the graphic here, but I will end up talking about it though. Well, actually, I can skip over that one. We're going to go with Ronda Rousey taking on Shayna Baszler. That's right. Former friends and allies, the WWE World Tag Team Champions, former World Tag Team Champions, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler will face off in what is sure to be a personal hard-hitting matchup. Their friendship suddenly imploded at WWE Money in the Bank when Baszler attacked Rousey by hitting her from behind, allowing Liv Morgan and Raquel Gonzalez to capture the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships in the chaotic aftermath. The Queen of Spades followed that up by verbally assaulting her former partner, and the fact that her own path to WWE was much more difficult than Ronda's. In the following weeks, the two superstars have come to blows on several occasions, and with no hesitation, they agreed to battle at SummerSlam. So, folks, I know there's a lot of huge Ronda Rousey fans out there because they watched her in the MMA world. But hands down, I have to say Shayna Baszler is my pick. She was definitely way more successful than Rousey coming into the world of professional wrestling. Even though, Ronda won the world championship, just that Shayna had some awesome classic matches that I would say hands down hard hitting. Fans across the board can probably agree with me with this, that Shayna seems a lot more comfortable in the four-sided ring than Ronda does. Ronda may be the queen in the octagon, but as far as the in-ring goes, Shayna, with all her attributes that she has, also knowing Ronda from the MMA world too, they train together, they travel together, they eat together, so she knows Ronda what's coming out of it. So my pick going into this is hands down Shayna Baszler. And on to the one that I was just about to get to, and I finally found the graphic for. The huge Intercontinental Championship match, which I am big time looking forward to, as Gunther puts his reign on the line against Drew McIntyre. The Ring General, I can't pronounce it as well as Kaiser can, but like I said, ever since McIntyre returned at Money in the Bank, he has made his intentions clear. The Ring General and his Intercontinental title. The last time the two were in the ring together, they and Sheamus competed in an incredible Intercontinental Championship triple threat match that stole the show at WrestleMania 39. Since then, Gunther has been on a tear, obliterating the likes of Mustafa Ali, Matt Riddle, in retentions of his Intercontinental title. The Scottish Warrior had been absent since WrestleMania until his thunderous return inside the O2 Arena in London. Gunther's desire to protect the sacred mat will be tested, as McIntyre has gotten the better of him on several occasions since his return. Can McIntyre end the historic reign of the Ring General? Since the early days in NXT Imperium, I hands down been a huge, even right now on the like in all the brands in WWE, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and all that. Imperium is still by far right now my number one pick. Even though everyone loved the Bloodline, but then they fall apart now. You got the likes of Judgment Day and other groups on NXT, but yeah, my by far Imperium is highly at the top of my list. I'm a huge Ludwig Kaiser fan, or Marcel Bartel, as some of y'all might remember him as. But I really do think that Gunther will actually become the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. He already surpassed the Macho Man, and eventually he still has to pass guys such as I want to say Pedro Morales and the Honky Tonk Man. Time will tell. We will see. I say I was calculating it one day, by the second week of September, I believe it is the second Saturday of September. I believe that's the date when he's supposed to surpass the Honky Tonk Man. So can Gunther make it through Drew McIntyre, the Scottish Warrior, and keep that reign going forward? Looking over at our chat room, we have another friend of ours chiming in, Mr. Anthony Blackwell. Good morning, sir. If you have not, check him out at ABJ Podcast. That's right, Anthony Blackwell. Excuse me, Anthony Blackwell. I guess J stands for Junior, right? I hope so. Hopefully. But yeah, the ABJ Podcast. You can find him on Facebook and other social media realms. Probably, I want to say YouTube as well. But I'm sure he has a link tree out there too that has everything that you can subscribe to. Great guy. He really knows his stuff. I still want to steal your buddy away, because he's a guru. He's a genius in the wrestling world. Known he's like an encyclopedia. And where was I? Oh yeah, I was talking about SummerSlam. And to follow that Intercontinental Championship match, like I said, hands down, that's a huge one that, like I said, I'm gonna love to see. And here's another one that a lot of the female fans are probably, because the women's evolution sprung up, and the women always been around, but they never really showcased. And throughout the years, as WWE has put them on that pedestal, showing them in main event spots and this and that, we have some of the biggest hitters going at it at SummerSlam, as Asuka will attempt to retain her WWE Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair in an incredible triple threat showdown. In recent weeks on SmackDown, Asuka respective title defense against Flair and Belair have ended in chaotic controversy. Against the Queen, Bianca hopped the barrier to engage the 14-time women's champion against the EST of WWE. Flair attempted to stop Bayley and Miss Money in the Bank Io Sky from interfering in order to protect her own interests. But she accidentally took out Blair to cause a disqualification. With the situation quickly spinning out of control, the WWE Women's Champion, the Queen and EST of WWE will battle it out in a total free-for-all at the biggest event of the summer. So hands down, I don't have no pick for this. I can't. This can go in any direction at any time. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, hands down, she wants to put her mark and put another notch in her belt as far as being a women's champion in WWE. Can she tie her father, be a 16-time women's champion? Time would tell throughout, as time goes on. I think that's one of the big ghosts. Can she beat him and surpass him in his title reigns? Will Bianca Belair win back her title? And for all the little girls who love Bianca, seeing her out there doing her thing and just whooping ass, especially when she whips it with her hair and stuff like that, can Bianca win back her championship? I don't know, but my strong favorite and pick here is Asuka. Even though I didn't have a pick, I guess I'm playing favoritisms right now because I side with her more because she had that long undefeated reign in NXT and whatnot when she and then up to the main roster continuing, she surpassed breaking the records of one like Goldberg. I was about to say Gilbert. Sorry, folks. Goldberg, his streak. So, yeah, I'm playing favorites here. I don't care what anyone says. I'm picking Asuka, hands down. And to round off the night at SummerSlam, the main event, Jey Uso will look to dethrone the most not dominant champion of the modern era, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. At WWE Money in the Bank, Reigns and Solo Sikoa fell to the Usos in a bloodline civil war, with Jey becoming the first superstar to pin the head of the table since WWE TLC in 2019. After the showdown, Reigns was forced to endure Tribal Court live from SmackDown at Madison Square Garden, but he unleashed a trap that saw him and Sikoa lay out both Usos and force Jimmy to be taken out of the arena in an ambulance. Jey and Reigns have a very complicated story. After the cousins battled for the Universal Championship in 2020, Jey joined forces with the head of the table and immediately began to compete on a higher level. Following the return of Jimmy, the Usos went a long way in strengthening the dominance of the bloodline week after week, including embarking on a historic reign as undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions and helping Reigns overcome his opponents in numerous title showdowns. As a result of Reigns' abusive behavior, however, Jey and Jimmy eventually left and took the dominant faction down along with them. On the same night that Jimmy got taken out of the world's most famous arena, Jey returned through the crowd and used a steel chair to ambush Reigns and his younger brother Solo before challenging his cousin to a title match. Then, in Roman's absence, the following week, Jey executed another vicious attack, this time on Solo and special counsel Paul Heyman. On the July 21st episode of SmackDown, The match was set with Reigns appearing to also put his tribal chiefdom on the line. Will Jey Uso once again pin Roman Reigns and end the greatest title reign in this modern era? And it will be done in tribal combat. So, uh, yeah, they have. I'm sorry, I gotta go there with this one, but they have names for all these different um, no hold bars, false count anywhere, no rules match. So here's tribal combat, whatever. They give them all different names, but they're all the same thing to me, though. Unless they put some kind of spin on this, uh, it's basically just a no DQ match to me. But I like where they're going with it, with the chief, and they asked about the elders. Or do the elders know about this? They're like, yeah. Whole list of notes here that I've been going off of. So bear with me. Yeah, I've been very to the point of making sure this goes out without a hitch. So tune in. That's right. You want to tune in to SummerSlam on August 5th. But before that, you definitely want to go and check out that that trivia party. Once again, like I said, August 5th from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Win yourself some Red Rose Rumble tickets. And later on that night, I don't know if you can watch it there or you have to go home and watch it. You can actually go and check out SummerSlam. Like I said, I don't know if you have to check it out there, but it'd be cool just to hang out. Might get some wings or something like that at Wacker Brewing Company in it says Lancaster, PA. Well, let me give you the address out there in case you're not familiar. It's 312 Beaver Valley Pike, Willow Street, PA. It's Lancaster, Willow. I think they're right next to each other. But yeah, definitely check them out on the 5th, August 5th. And then after that, the next day, you can get over to that pro wrestling tryout. Like I said, the next day, August 6th, for Three Legacies Wrestling, $75 entry fee. They got 10 spots per time slot. So that's 30 spots going on. So it's 10 each, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. 3 slots right there. So if you think I what it takes to become a professional wrestler, check it out. Now, moving along to the big one, which what I'm going to do is, before I even get into that, check this out.
On August 19th, Three Legacies Wrestling takes over Clipper Magazine Stadium with the inaugural Red Rose Rumble. Don't miss out on the hottest ticket of the summer. Ticket prices start at just $15. Three Legacies Wrestling presents Red Rose Rumble August 19th. Get your tickets at the box office or by visiting LancasterBarnstormers.com. That's LancasterBarnstormers.com.
Oh, yeah. You know, I'm definitely going to be there for Three Legacies for the Red Rose Rumble. Hands down. That's right. Right there at the Clipper Magazine Stadium. You can go to get your tickets at LancasterBarnstormers.com. They are definitely partnering up with CBS 21 as well as iHeartRadio. And some of the superstars that you will see in action will be none other than Dirty Dango, Shannon Moore, Rhino, Heath Miller, Ricardo Rodriguez, and a whole host of others will be on hand. As you see up in the center there, you also see Gene Snitsky on the poster, as well as Delirious. So get your tickets now. You don't want to miss out on it. Because one of the big things is already announced for the Red Rose Rumble is that trophy, and they're also doing a tournament for that prestigious heavyweight championship to declare the inaugural champion. And the winner of the Red Rose Rumble, who gets that trophy, will earn, I believe, they will earn a um, a title shot at a later given date, whatnot. So it'd be like almost being the number one contender somewhat. So, but you know what? We actually have one of our first. It's a 15 person uh, Rumble match, and we actually have one person already put their name in the hat for the Rumble, and let's check this out.
Oh my god, Trevor. For someone so brilliant in their practice, seems very dense in the real world. Which is why I'm not dealing with that anymore. Let me tell you a little story of a young girl who is obsessed with professional wrestling. So much so that she decided to get into it herself, simply to prove that she was capable of doing it. Along the way, she realized that she wanted to add and do more than that. She wanted to prove that she was the most dominant, one of the most unstoppable, one of the most undeniable talents in the entire industry. That person is me. But I want to add one more thing to that list of descriptions. I want to be history. So, come August 19th at the Clipper Stadium, the spiteful brute is entering herself into the Red Rose Rumble. And I'm going directly in the path of their inaugural World Heavyweight Champion. So try to stop me, Three Legacies roster.
Wow. Okay. I knew they sent me a video of the first competitor to compete in the Rumble, but I had no idea, no whatsoever until now that it was Harleen Lopez. She's definitely putting everybody on notice that she's looking to win the Rumble and go after whoever becomes the first inaugural World Heavyweight Champion. And that match for the World Heavyweight Champion has been a huge battle. It started with 8 competitors at the Chase, came down to the final 4 at Summer Night Lights, and now at the Rumble on Saturday, August 19th, it will be Tarzan Duran taking on the number 1 draft pick, Bro Keller. Now, with what went down at Summer Night Lights, after Keller won his match, Mr. Duran took it upon himself to become, I guess you want to say, the new chairman of Three Legacies Wrestling, and decided to take out his opponent for the finals at Summer Night Lights with a steel chair. And I know I played this before, but you know what? Their comments were so intense that I'm gonna have to play them back one more time for you, the fans. And let's start with Mr. Duran.
Did you see what just happened? Did you see what just happened? Not only did I just take Sage Matthews down a notch and put him back into the mid-cards where he belongs, but Bro Keller won his match, so he's going to be facing me on August 19th at the Clippers Magazine Stadium. But is he even going to make it there? See, after he defeated Smiley, I just beat him into the ground with a steel chair. Bro, come on, bro. Get up, bro. What you gonna do, bro? Come on. I don't even see him meeting me at the Clippers Magazine Stadium. They might as well just hand me the belt because I deserve it. I am the devil of professional wrestling. I am the Tarzanian devil. I am Tarzan Duran, baby. And I'm coming to get it. What's up?
Ah, man, those intense comments from Tarzan Duran. He's looking to make a name for himself. Not doing so well in the rankings, though. He did move up, though, really fast. And I will get to the rankings shortly. But you know what? We're going to hear a reply from Bro Keller.
What a bittersweet night. I just battled my tail off with Smiley, took it down to the wire. Some weird wonky stuff happens with Delirious coming into play here. I don't know what the mission was with that. However, I took advantage. I got my place in the finals of 3 Legacies Wrestling Tournament to crown an inaugural champion. August 19th, I punched my ticket and I get to see Tarzan Duran. But what does he do after winning his match? He takes it upon himself to jump me with a chair after everything we've been through. Quarterfinals, semifinals, we're going to the finals, Clipper Magazine Stadium, 3 Legacy Wrestling. The Bro Show is coming with a whole new attitude. Tarzan, you better get ready.
Woo! Yeah, Tarzan, the number 1 draft pick, is really intense right now. He's ready for what you have to bring. So yeah, you better bring your best, Mr. Duran, because Keller's not playing. Like I said, he's the number 1 in the rankings, undefeated. Can you beat his streak? Can you become the inaugural champion? Everyone's just gonna have to find out at the Red Rose Rumble. As you heard, Mr. Keller there, he mentioned him beating Smiley, and then some shenanigans going on with the whole Delirious and everything going on. We got video footage of Smiley backstage having a little conversation. So let's see what he has to say.
It's not how it was supposed to happen. This is not how tonight was supposed to go. We had all the voices in line. Usually we got Faust over here talking about break the guy's arm, and we got Smizali over here, and he's talking about nice, solid, clean match, and they just disagree, and we're all over the place. But tonight, they were all on the same page. We were all fine until you opened your mouth. Why do you haunt me? Why do you keep coming back to this? Why? What do you want? What do you want from me? You're already my biggest failure. And now I miss my opportunity at the world title. I want that title. I need that title. I need to validate that I am the best of the best. But no, not until I get you out of my way. Sorry. Till you get out of my way, I ain't gonna be able to focus. I ain't be able to get in the right mindset. All the voices are gonna be scattered. Sorry. August. Biggest night of the year. My redemption story. Yeah. Me, Delirious. One more time. Let me redeem myself. Let me take back my confidence. Sorry. The voices, they will all line up. They will all get ready. We'll put on a performance like no other. I hope you're ready. Now, please, shut up and let me be me again.
Okay. Yeah, he seems a little bit off his rocker, as some of y'all might say. But yeah, we know Delirious is going to be there, as you seen on the poster. Well, Smiley's going to be there too. Are they going to compete against each other? Are they going to get down to what's been going on? Time will tell. There has no been official announcement yet on the Three Legacies Facebook page or their Twitter page or X page now that it's X. Okay. Regardless, Twitter, X. But yeah, you want to jump over and follow Three Legacies Wrestling for any news and updates regarding match announcements. And speaking of announcements, August 1st, be on the lookout around the Lancaster area and surrounding areas. You're going to see some billboards. That's right. Huge billboards are going to be placed up regarding the Red Rose Rumble. So if you come across one, take a selfie with it behind you. Send it to Three Legacies. That's right. Take a selfie with the billboard behind you, knowing that you found the billboard. Send it to Three Legacies. Show your support. Show how much of a fan you are. That you're definitely supporting 3LW. If you're on the Facebook page, share the flyers, share the videos, whatever you can do. Support Three Legacies because Three Legacies is a part of the city of Lancaster's. It's not just ran by Ricardo Rodriguez. It's not just his. It's the fans. It's the Lancaster area. And there's one man out there who doesn't care about who owns it. Only he wants pure dominance. And that is Mr. Kevin Murphy. And at the Red Rose Rumble, we're going to see a no holds barred match with ownership control of Three Legacies Wrestling on the line. Can Ricardo Rodriguez stop the tyranny of Kevin Murphy? Kevin Murphy's trying to do a hostile takeover with him and his Muscles and More crew, or Money and Muscle, whatever they're called, his goon squad, that is. He's definitely trying to reign supreme as he took control of many other companies in the past in the Lancaster area. So, even though Kevin might have his goons in his corner watching his back, be assured Ricardo Rodriguez has the fans of Lancaster, PA in his corner to watch his back. Hands down, this is going to be a huge one for the fate of Three Legacies Wrestling. And some multi-person battles we got coming up. I'm about to announce 3 matches that has multiple individuals involved, featuring a fatal 4-way men's match between Prince Piranha, Junie Underwood, Mentequila, and a returning Facade. This is going to be an intense, high-flying match for you, the fans. You are going to be on your feet. The adrenaline's going to be rushing. If it's a hot night out, you might want to bring extra drinks just to cool off because, like I said, you're going to be so pumped for this match. You're going to sweat extra watching these 4 individuals go at it. And to follow that up, or beforehand, it's going to be another fatal 4-way. But it's the women of Three Legacies Wrestling, as Journey Burke takes on Zoe Cannon, taking on Danny Moe, a returning Danny Moe, that is, with also the 4th competitor, Clara Carreras, in this fatal 4-way match. You don't want to miss out. Get your tickets while you can. There's plenty of seats available. It's a huge stadium, so there's no bad seat whatsoever. So hands down, this is going to be one to look forward to because When we're going to talk about the rankings, then this is going to be all over the place. For this one is definitely gonna uh, um, define the rankings here in Three Legacies. Uh, no, one thing I do not know if each of those fatal four ways are there going to be eliminations or it's a one pinfall. I do not know yet. One pinfall will somewhat adjust the rankings. Elimination will totally help me out in redoing the ranking system in the women's division there because I can go off of a first, second, third, whoever got eliminated by that. But yeah, I'll get to that shortly. And in another multi-person match, we have a huge six-man tag team match as Three Legacies Wrestling graduate Al Snook will be teaming up with former WWE superstars Shannon Moore and Dirty Dango as they take on Bricks Porter and the tag team of Ace Dallas and Merrick Miami in this huge six-man battle going head-to-head at the stadium. Hands down. Wait, what? I'm sorry. I do actually have a video that I did not get to play, but I will now. And it is from one of the women who just happens to be in that fatal four way. And guess who it is?
I'm the bombshell, Zoe Cannon, and I just found out that I'm going to be part of the Three Legacies Women's Fatal Four-Way at the Red Rose Rumble. In this Fatal Four-Way, it's myself, Zoe Cannon, La Chica, Clara Carreras, Dynamite, Danny Moe, and the Law of Attraction, Journey Burke. As you saw at our last show, Journey couldn't handle the heat of losing in our tag match, and she took it out on everyone. Only imagine how she's going to react if and when she sees me win again. Now, all my competitors, they are incredible, and I am wicked jazzed to be able to go up against all of them. But this time, I'm going for gold, one way or another. So be sure to catch me Saturday, August 19th at Clipper Magazine Stadium. It's sure to be a blast.
I don't even know if you can handle it. All I know is you can handle it. I don't even know if you can handle it. All you are.
Oh yeah, Miss Zoe Cannon looking to move up in the ranks at that fatal four way. But yeah, the ranking system, like I said, it goes off. It's gonna be after this show. It's gonna fluctuate big time, and I'm gonna run it down for you. It's the win loss records and probably percentages. Uh, as far as it's ranked by your total wins first and foremost. Then, if there's a tie in the wins, then it goes by who has the less losses, and then that's how we figure out the percentages. And if you're tied, then you're tied up, I guess. But here we go for the men's top 10. The number one draft pick, like I said, undefeated, Bro Keller with 9 wins, 0 losses. He's at 1,000%. Well, 1.000. So I just say 1,000. At number 2, his opponent at the Rumble in the finals, Tarzan Duran with 5 wins, 4 losses. Sinister X with 4 wins, 1 loss. Jason Blade, 3 wins, but 3 losses. Junie Underwood with 3 wins, 2 losses. And 6 and 7, we have a tie between Ricardo Rodriguez and Merrick Miami. They're going 3-3 for about 50% or 500%. You want to say? And a tie for number 8 and 9 between Smiley and Ace Dallas. As you see right there, Merrick Miami and Ace Dallas, the tag team they're trying to stay close in the rankings, I guess. And at the number 10 spot, Prince Piranha with 3 wins and 5 losses. He's at a 0.375%. So yeah, it definitely goes by the percentages and the losses. Yeah, this is going to factor after this Rumble, and surely the women's division is definitely going to be topsy turvy because it's ties across the board. That's right. I cannot say anything about this. Really, it's okay. Let's see. First and second place is a tie between Claire Kerrs and Zoe Cannon. Third and fourth place, it's a tie between two ladies that haven't been here in a while, but they have 1 win each with no losses, though. Lady Frost and Kayla Sparks. There's another tie for 5 and 6 between two ladies who have 1 win but 2 losses. Harleen Lopez and Journey Burke. And for the 7 and 8, another tie with 0 wins, 1 loss, Adina Steele and Danny Moe. And 9 and 10 is vacant. Like I said, our women's division is it's growing, but we need some more we need maybe 2 more females to show up so we can fill in those other spots though too. And in the tag team division, South Philly's finest, with 3 wins, 1 loss. That's Jimmy Conway and Luca Brasi. The number 2 spot goes to Ace Dallas and Merrick Miami and they also have a 6-man tag win-loss record too as well, but they made it to number 2. The tag team, the main event, is at number 3, and there's a tie for 4 and 5 spot with 0 wins and 1 loss. That's the International Players Club, Chris Cruz and Nate Bradley, as well as TNT, Terrell and Terrence Hughes. So yeah, it's definitely going to fluctuate after this huge Red Rose Rumble. And I noticed something they made an announcement here on the 3 Legacies Facebook page. That is, the team of South Philly's finest have been on a massive ego trip as of late. Granted, they have been on a winning streak this year at 3 Legacies Wrestling, but maybe it's time to knock it down a notch. Ooh, what does 3 Legacies have in store for South Philly's finest? Have they been ego tripping? What's the deal? But you know what? We caught up with Mr. Luca Brasi, and he had some choice words for 3LW.
And still I see no changes. I wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is this real? Am I really here? It is real. Beautiful Orlando, Florida. 1/2 of South Philly's finest. That's me, the line Luca Brasi. I'm doing big business everywhere. SPF does big business wherever we go. What makes a business so successful is staying organized. And even though I'm here in the beautiful state of Florida, one thing I haven't forgotten is the Red Rose Rumble. For you 3 Legacies, you're looking at the undefeated team there. So understand one thing, it doesn't matter what you line up in front of us. I'm gonna knock it down. Because there's only 3 Legacies that matter, and that's mine, my partners, and ours together. Because no one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. care. Roses are red. We're the thinners of the herd. You guys are squares. Go Birds!
Yeah, I can't argue with Luca. You know, they've been running rough shot on a win streak here. Go Birds. I am a Philly fan, so yeah. So I am so biased with South Philly's finest there. Talking about the Red Rose Rumble, are they gonna be in the Red Rose Rumble? Are they gonna have a match? Well, time will tell. Like I said, go to Three Legacies Wrestling on Facebook. Follow them on there as well as X, not Twitter X. Well, Twitter X, whatever you want to call it. As well for more upcoming announcements regarding the Red Rose Rumble. And once again, if you need more information, check out the commercial one more time.
On August 19th, Three Legacies Wrestling takes over Clipper Magazine Stadium with the inaugural Red Rose Rumble. Don't miss out on the hottest ticket of the summer. Get your tickets at the box office or by visiting LancasterBarnstormers.com. That's LancasterBarnstormers.com.
And a couple other dates people need to remember, and that is September 9th, Three Legacies Wrestling will be a part of the premier streaming network Wrestling Showcase going on. That's right. If you're not a member, sign up to Premier Streaming Network. It's just like IWTV as well. You can sign up to them as well. I believe it's like $100 for the whole year. You can catch all the past 3LW shows that are on there as well, so you can catch up and see what you've been missing out on and what's going on at that PSN Wrestling Showcase. Like I said, Three Legacies Wrestling is going to definitely be a part of it, and here's what we're delivering. Man, you're going to see three of the competitors that competed in that tournament. Two of them are in the finals right now, which they're going to meet in this fatal four-way. Is any more damage going to happen to Bro Keller in this fatal four-way before he makes it to the Rumble? I don't know. Will Smiley hear voices again in his head from Delirious? We don't know. Will Tarzan Duran pick up a victory to build that momentum going in to the Rumble? But the odds are against them three because Mentequila is in this match. He's going to be slippery like butter, baby. He's going to fly around that ring. He's going to do what he does best. And with all the dissension that's going on between those three and in their head, he might pick up the victory in this fatal four-way match at the PSN Wrestling Showcase. Oh, yeah. And don't forget to mark your calendars for other stuff that's going on after the Red Rose Rumble. We have other dates coming up as well. So here was the whole 2023 calendar. So after the August 19th, you got September 15th, October 21st, November 18th, and December 16th. And speaking of September 15th, it's the 1 year anniversary. And we will be having Al Snow in attendance for a meet and greet. That's right. You don't want to miss out on that. Brought to you by We Like Wrestling Podcast. my man Jared and the crew over there doing their thing, always selling their merchandise at the show. And if you have not heard We Like Wrestling podcasts, look them up on Facebook, YouTube, whatever. You might like them. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification button to find out when they are on as well, besides us here at the Body Slams podcast. So that's right. Don't want to miss out on Al Snow at the 1 year anniversary for Three Legacies Wrestling in the Lancaster area. Alrighty. We're already at over an hour in this, but I'm gonna just go right through, and I'm not gonna talk about these. I'm just gonna basically just run down the match card and give you my picks of who's gonna go over, whatever, because tonight is the NXT Great American Bash. So, with that being said, I'm like I said, I'm going to run through the card because time is precious here. We have to get off the air. Tonight, you're going to see at 8:00. It's going to start. You're going to see an 8-person tag team match. I'm going to hands down. I'm going to have to go with the team of Noam Dar. He's the captain. He knows what he's doing. I've always been a huge fan of his. I think they're definitely gonna go over. And then following that, we got the returning Baron Corbin taking on Gabe Stevenson. Yeah, I'm a little leery about this with Gabe Stevenson. So, but with no surprise though, like I said, Corbin, he's been world champion there for NXT, and he's looking to bring back that lone wolf persona, I think. So I'm going with Corbin in this one here. And we have for the women's championship, Tiffany Stratton putting her title on the line against Thea Hill. Thea Hill with the Chase U behind her back in this submission match. I'm definitely gonna have to go with the champion on this one here, though. I do not see Hill going over, even if she has Chase U in her corner with all the fan support and this and that. The champ is on a roll, definitely. And in the tag team match for the World Tag Team Championships for NXT Tag Team, Gallus, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang take on the family, Tony D'Angelo and Stax. Stax has to prove himself here, man. Something's been a little bit leery with him. But I think, honestly, I think Tony D and Stax, I think they're going to walk out of this as the new champs. I think Stax is actually going to step up and prove himself to Tony D that he has the back of Tony D and the family, regardless, whatever's going on. And in a weapons wild match, we're going to see Roxanne Perez against Blair Davenport. Going into this, odds on favorite is Blair Davenport. I don't know. Can Roxanne withstand a weapons match? I don't know. She's a pretty little thing and all, but does she have that fight and might behind her? Just gotta tune in tonight and find out. I'm gonna go with Davenport on this one here. And for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship, the champion Carmelo Hayes takes on Dragunov. Honestly, I feel that Dragunov is going to walk out the champion. Why? because I feel that Hayes is making the jump up to the main roster. Because there's a lot of stuff going on with between him, Bobby Lashley, Trick, and the Street Profits. Who knows? Maybe we might see the return of the faction that we all miss out on, that they dropped the ball with MVP, or World MVP jump back in as the manager of Hurt Business, or would be a new name. And one that I saved for last is a triple threat match. It seems only right because the newly crowned Dirty Dom Mysterio is putting his title on the line in a triple threat match between Mustafa Ali, or Mustafa Ali as he's pronounced, and Wesley. Can Wesley regain his North American Championship? Will Dominic reign supreme and continue be the face of the North American Championship? Or will Mustafa Ali pick up the title, and maybe this will be the starting point for him for more titles to gain, to be on a row in NXT? But your fans just gonna have to find out later on tonight. With that being said, that's all I have for today's show. Thanks for tuning in. It was a nice solo run that I did. Hopefully I'll have more guests on to help me out here eventually, or whatnot. We will be making changes. I did downgrade our system as far as what we stream to. So going forward, we're not going to stream to all the multiple, like how I have multiple Twitters, multiple Facebooks, multiple accounts. It's going to be single accounts. We're going to stream to 3 of them: YouTube, and Facebook, and maybe we'll continue with Twitter. But Facebook and YouTube is a definite. So go like and share our BodySlams podcast page. If you follow me on regular on my regular Chio page, you probably won't see it on there because, like I said, we're only going to do one Facebook page and one YouTube page and one other page. So it might be Twitter. All the graphics are going to change up eventually soon. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Go to our .com, like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification button to find out when we are live. And we'll see you next time here on the BodySlams podcast with Breakfast and BodySlams. I'm Chio. Peace out.